Hey everyone! Today's video is about when Bakugo hurts you without realizing it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going! Hey Wan, what are you doing here? You look cozy. Kaminari and Kirishima sat down in either side of you. Well, tried to. You were currently in a nest of multiple, warm, fluffy blankets that didn't leave much space for anyone to get close to you. Where's your boyfriend? Kaminari joked as Kirishima let out a deep belly laugh. He smirked at Baku's friends. They were feeling a bit bold since King Explosion Murder wasn't around. He went to get some training in, and when he's done, he promised to watch a movie with me before he starts on homework. I'm sure he'll make fun of me since it's a cartoon movie, but I like them and I want to sit with him. You know, coupley kind of stuff, since we don't get a lot of time to be alone together and enjoy each other's company. You could feel a small blush form on your cheeks. Missing your boyfriend has put you in a cuddly mood, so even if you only get 2 hours, you'll take it. I have a hard time picturing Bakugo snuggling and watching cartoon. Wait, didn't we see Bakugo in the gym like 3 hours ago? Have you been waiting this whole time? Kirishima raised an eyebrow at you, concerned. You give him a shrug. I'll wait as long as it takes, if it means I can spend some time with him. Kirishima nodded, understanding where you were coming from, and stating that they would leave when Bakugo shows up. Kaminari leaned back with his hands hooked behind his head, letting out a grunty sigh. Ah, man, I'm super jealous now. I wish I had a cute girlfriend who would do that for me. Like anyone would want to date you, dunce face. Bakugo came, walking in the common room, drinking from his water bottle. He was wearing some sweats and a tank top. His hair seemed to be damp, so he most likely took a shower before coming over. You were absolutely beaming with excitement at finally getting to see his face. Hurtful, Kaminari complained, but Bago kept walking to the kitchen, not caring. He smiled at Bago. Welcome back, Katsuki. Did you have fun at the jam? He just grunted at you from the kitchen. You could hear him pulling out random items. Are you ready for the movie? You lowered the blankets, preparing to let your boyfriend enter your nest and assume the cuddle possession. Bao came back from the kitchen eating a protein bar, a scowl on his face. I don't feel like watching some shitty movie. Your heart drops. His tone was harsh and didn't leave room to argue. What? But you said you would a few hours ago. You promised. You pulled your knees to your chest, not able to look at him in the face suddenly. Yeah, well, now I feel tired. I'm going to finish my homework and then go to bed. You scoffed at him as you stood up, eyes on your feet, trying not to cry. So I don't feel like watching a movie with me? I just want to go to your room to sleep? Your voice came out more aggressive than you meant it to be, but there were too many emotions swirling inside you at the moment to control it. That's what I said. I don't want to watch some stupid kids movie. What's your deal? His words were like punches to your gut. You sucked in air through your teeth, trying to bite back the words that you know will make the situation worse, but you wanted to say them so badly. You began to fold your blankets and place them in your bag, packing away your things. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm fine. You were completely and utterly done. Ironically, you were no longer in the mood to watch a movie either, or see your stupid boyfriend's face. Bro, not cool. Kirishima whispered to Bakugo, shaking his head. Before Bakugo could respond, he shoved the blankets that he took from Bakugo's room into his arms. Here, go sleep. Oi! You ran out of the room with your things, not even caring that you were only in your pajamas. Bakugo shouted at you, but you didn't look back and ran to your dorm. Bakugo looked at the blankets in his hands, and then at Kirishima and Kaminari. What the hell was that? Kirishima just sighed, shaking his head, and walking towards the elevators. Kaminari patted Bakugo on the shoulder as he walked by, following Kirishima. And you guys call me the idiot, even I'm not that stupid. Bakugo was confused about what was going on with you. You had suddenly stopped texting him. Usually, he would get at least 3 texts a day, whether he responded or not. You always said good morning, good night, and told him about the projects you were working on that day in your support classes. He didn't think anything of it. Sometimes you would disappear when you had some inspiration on a project. There have been times when you wouldn't leave the lab for days, working on some support item. But there you were, sitting across the cafeteria, eating lunch with a group of extras he didn't recognize. Not even a glance towards him. Normally, by the time he got dragged into the cafeteria by Kirishima and the rest of the idiots, he would come up to him and pester him about eating together. Bakugo was starting to get an unsettling feeling in the pit of his stomach. He didn't like it, and it was pissing him off. He stared you down from his place in line, willing you to look up and make eye contact with him. After a few minutes, someone noticed him staring at you and pointed him out to you. You shook your head at them and continued to eat. No wine today either? I miss her. Mina pouted as Bakugo sat down, laying her head on the table with her arms spread out. His eyebrow twitched at her, whining voice. Sarah smirked at Bakugo as he patted Mina on the back. What did you do now? Shut up, soy sauce. I didn't do anything. Bakugo slammed his fist on the table, his rage aura pouring out of his pores now. He did something stupid. Kaminari stated, a matter of fact. Kirishima nodded in agreement. Bakugo glared at the redhead, daring him to say something as well. He turned his attention to Kaminari, who continued to eat his lunch, not caring that Bakugo was giving him a death glare. I said, shut the hell up, dunce face. You don't know anything. Kaminari scoffed at him, letting Bakugo's outburst just roll off him before pointing his chopsticks at Bakugo accusingly. I know more about wine than you, apparently. What do you mean by that? Use that smart brain of yours and figure it out. Bakugo, dude, you need to man up and go talk to her already. Kirishima threw an arm on Bakugo's shoulders, the only one brave enough to do it, as a flake. Bakugo growled at him in response. How about this? I need to make some modifications to my costume. Come with me. If she's there, talk to her about some modifications you want, and then about what's going on. She can turn it off if it's about your costume. With a grin, Bakugo started walking down the hall, not caring if Kirishima was walking with him or not. He stormed into the support lab, only to freeze when he saw Pikachu reject or talking to you. His eye twitched as Sparky casually draped his arm around your waist as you were sketching out a blueprint. So, Wyan, since you and King Explosion murder on our break, why don't we go get some food? I'll give you a shoulder to cry on. Or anything else you want to do. My buddy is at your service. And to Bakugo's horror, he didn't push his arm off, and actually giggled. Thanks, but I'm okay with just free food. The next moment, the ash blonde stormed over, yanked Kaminari's arm off of you, and dangerously twisted it behind Kaminari's back as he slammed him down into the workstation. He yapped at the swift action and loud sound, looking at him in shock. Before he could even blink, Bakugo was dragging you out of the room. His grip on you didn't let up, as he kept pulling you along. Kaminari slumped to the floor, clutching his shoulder that had been so close to being dislocated. Kirishima squatted down beside him to see how he was doing. Remind me never to hit on Bakugo's girlfriend again. Also, I will never be part of your plans again. It worked, didn't it? He just needed a little push. Thanks for risking your life. Do you need to see recovery, girl? Hey, let go already. You stumble into Bakugo's darn building. He didn't let you go until the doors of the elevator shut. You made a point not to look at him as you rubbed your ass. Bakugo began to mumble beside you. What? This time he reached out for your hand, waving his fingers through yours gently. We aren't on a break. No way in hell will I let you go out with anyone that isn't me. Especially no dunce face. Can you tell me what the hell's going on already? Is this all because of the stupid movie? You have angrily turned away from him. Of course it isn't. The elevator door opened, and you were being pulled again, more gently than before. He didn't say anything till you were both in his arm, and the door shut behind him. He leaned back on the door and crossed his arms. Talk. You mimicked him by crossing your arms. Why are you even dating me? His jaw dropped and his eyes widened in shock. Huh? Dragging your hands down your face, you let out a loud groan of frustration. It's like I have to twist your arm to spend time with you. What's the point of being in a relationship if I only see you the few times you come to the support shop for mods, for your hero gear? You gestured to your support team. Jump pursued. Most of your conversation in the past have primarily during lunch and at the support shop. Bao rolled his shoulders as he let out a long sigh. I'm aiming to be on the top, to be the number one here. Of course I'm going to be busy. Yeah, I get it. I know, I'm busy too. You know, my to-do list never seems to have less things on it despite how much I cross off. I still find time just for you during my day. But you can't even spare maybe an hour or two just to sit with me, maybe cuddle while watching a movie, and just enjoy each other's company. All you focus on is being a hero. So what's the point of dating me then? It's like you're the only one putting any effort into the relationship. All of this goes to becoming a hero. None left over for you. Bakugo scowled at you as he took a few steps towards you, his face becoming red. 'Cause I care about you, dipshit. You blinked at him, taken aback slightly before you crossed your arms. Really? Could have fooled me. It was silent in the room again. You kept your eyes busy by looking around in his room. Not much had changed. Do you... do you really think I don't care? He spoke quietly. You barely heard him. Without glancing at him, he gave a small shrug. Next thing you knew, you were being lifted in the air and then thrown on top of Bucka's bed. What are you doing? Shut up and cuddle me. He lay beside you, pulling you against his chest, with his face pressed on the top of your head. His arms caged you in, wrapping around your shoulders and squeezed. After a minute, you slowly slid your arms around his waist, gripping at the back of his school uniform. His arm lit up once he realized that you weren't going anywhere. Maybe I could do more. We could study together. Can't really help with the homework since we are in different courses. But he whispered into your hair, hesitant and unsure that you would accept his attempt at an apology. You thought about it for a moment. You rubbed your face into his strong chest, taking in his burnt sugar scent. Could we do this afterwards? With a small smile. The tension melted away from Bakugo's face as he began to smirk. He pinched at your side, making you giggle. As long as you don't pull another shitty stunt like that, like what you've been doing for the last 2 weeks. You bury yourself into his chest again, hugging him tighter and closing your eyes as you enjoyed his warmth. Deal. Also, don't ever let Julie touch you again. I'm going to kill him later. You only need me to comfort you. I'm your boyfriend, not her. I miss you too, Katsuki. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And again, sorry for my voice and stuff. Yeah. Goodbye.